Sometimes we may be asked to find the area of various 2D shapes, and this can be tricky as there are different ways and formulas to find the area of different shapes. If we start with a square, the important thing to know about a square is that each side is the same length, which is what makes a square a square. To find the area of a square, we need to multiply the length by the width. If our square had sides with a length of 7 cm, we would multiply 7 by 7 to get 49 cm squared. We must remember that when we are working with area, our units will be squared. If we now look at a rectangle with a length of 8 cm and a width of 5 cm, we will calculate the area of the rectangle in exactly the same way as we would with the square, length times width. And in this scenario, we would have 8 times 5, which gives us 40 cm squared. Now, if we look at a triangle with a base of 6 cm and a height of 5 cm, this is a slightly different formula that we use to calculate its area. We multiply the base and the height by each other, as we have done for the previous shapes. However, we have to divide by 2 to get our answer. One way to show why we have to divide by 2 is that our triangle can be seen as half of a square. Therefore, we must divide the product of the base times height by 2. If we multiply our base of 6 by the height of 5, we get 30 cm, and then divided by 2 we have our answer of 15 cm squared. If we are given a parallelogram with a base of 9 cm and a perpendicular height of 4 cm, we can simply multiply both of these together to get the overall area of the parallelogram. We have 9 multiplied by 4 to give us 36 cm squared. We must remember that the height is the perpendicular height to the base and not the adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Lastly, if we look at a trapezium, there are a couple of measurements that we need to know in order to calculate its area. We need to know the length of both the base and the top edge of the trapezium, along with the perpendicular height too. The equation for the area of a trapezium is a plus b divided by 2 multiplied by the perpendicular height. We will call the top edge of the trapezium A and the base B. Our top edge of our A here is 6 cm and our base or B here is 10 cm. Our perpendicular height is 3 cm. Firstly, we add 6 and 10 together to make 16, and then we divide by 2, which leaves 8. And lastly, we multiply this by the perpendicular height of 3, and we have an area of 24 cm squared. There are many different formulae to remember when it comes to working out the areas of different 2D shapes. However, when broken down, they are quite easy calculations. Now, I hope this has helped and you know a little bit more about finding the area of 2D shapes. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.